You're listening to Empire of Rust, the first and greatest Transformers RPG podcast. Join the heroes of Cybertron as the last vestiges of Starscream's war take them to the far-flung colonies to defend the planet from distant threats and protect the Cybertronian Republic from the shadow of the Harmonium.
Welcome back to Empire of Rust, the first and greatest Transformers RPG podcast. This is episode 115?
115.
Am I right?
Hoorah!
115.
That's a lot. I mean, really, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it. That's at least a buck and nearly a quarter.
Yeah, nearly. Not quite, but nearly. Yeah. You know, you think we'd actually... You think we'd actually run out of topics to talk about at the beginning of each show, but you know what? We haven't. We haven't.
Okay.
Have we?
The potential for meaningless banter is unlimited.
Actually, well, we had a conversation before we started, and we were actually talking about favorite movies and the characters in them. And someone, I forget who it was. Was that you, Pat?
It was me.
Talked about like the favorite NPC characters, like the kind of characters that like just steal the show, like not the main characters, but the ones that as soon as they come on screen, it's just amazing. It's like you can't stop looking at them, can't stop watching. Pat, which was the one you were talking about?
Oh yeah, the two that like originally come to mind, because I think I've been kind of gathering a list of these things over the years. Is the first was the guy from Fight Club that had to check the box, and he's just like, my box was ticking, and he's like, like 9 times out of 10, it's an electric razor, but then every so often, it's a dildo, and then and then when he's like, I don't own, and then he's kind of like sat back and like put the kind of scratched his head with his pencil, and I was just like, dude, like that was so great, it could have not happened in the movie. And, no one would have noticed, but the fact that it was there, he was just amazing. And then the second one was the Air Force pilot from The Mummy. He's just like, what does this have to do with the Her Majesty's secret, Air Corps? And he's like, not a damn thing. And he's just like, is it dangerous? And he's like, well, everyone else that we've come into contact so far has died. And he's like, really? Because he's just like one of those old guys. He's like, what's the mission? And it's just like, rescue the damsel in distress, kill the bad guy, save the world. And he's like, ha ha, whatever his name is, like, at your service, sir. And I was just like, he was amazing. He was in it for like a minute and was great. So like every time I find someone like that, I'm just like, oh, there's one of my favorite NPCs.
See, like I actually had a bit of difficulty that kind of like thinking of some, and I'm sure that if I thought about like a movie or something like that, I'd be able to come up with. But I don't know, Matt, I think you said it the best. Like the moment you suggested that's when every movie I've ever seen just left my head.
Yeah.
What movies have characters? To start,
right? Well, we tend to kind of not fetishize, but we over focus on the main characters, and it's just like, oh, there's a lot of amazing supporting cast that sometimes steals the show. What about you, Matt?
One I thought of was what's his name called? It's the guy in the Princess Bride, the Miracle Max.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Valerie.
Valerie.
Liar!
They have a short scene, but the personality is absolutely hilarious. Have fun storming the castle.
Apparently, some of the actors were actually hurt themselves in that scene because they were laughing so hard at Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that someone cracked their rib trying to hold back their laughter.
Yeah. Yep. I think it was Carrie Elwes, I believe.
Yep. As a side note, I created an adventure, a module for a gaming con that I was going to years and years and years and years ago, decades in fact, that was meant to be a sequel to the movie, like everything that happens afterwards, and I had it charactered out and all statted out for up to 8 players. One pair was obviously, the Man in Black and the princess. Then there was Indigo and Fezzik and Miracle Max and Valerie were a pair. And then there were 2 NPCs that I created for it, but like Valerie was a main character in that group. It was lovely.
Oh, you should have had Humperdinck and Count Rugen.
Nope, they were villains. They were brought back from the dead. That was awesome.
Yeah, Count Rugen is another one of those. If you haven't got your health, then you haven't got anything. His smile after that is so amazing.
So tell me, how do you feel?
And remember, this is for posterity, so be honest.
But you, Adam?
Me? I like the characters that kind of like steal the show in an instant because of their notoriety as actors, but also because they're the perfect person to play the part that they're playing, but they're not billed in any of the adverts or anything. So when they pop on screen, it's a complete surprise, and it like gets a cheer every time. 2 of them that come to mind. One is in Robin Hood Men in Tights. At the end there, Patrick Stewart plays King Richard, and everyone goes wild for that. No, wait. Yeah, that was Robin Hood Men in Tights.
There's Men in Tights, yeah.
Men in Tights.
Yeah.
Well,
henceforth, all the toilets in this kingdom shall be known as John's.
But that was actually a play off of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. That was Sean Connery playing King Richard. Yeah, and that was another one. But let's see. The other great movie, I think, is the Johnny Depp one, Sleepy Hollow, where Christopher Walken appears as the Headless Horseman, and when he gets his head back, or in the scene where it like shows his past, his one line was "Ah." He right, but he did amazing in that one line.
That was Christopher Walken.
That was Christopher Walken.
I always thought it looked like him, but I was never sure. I never looked up whether it was actually him or not.
The Doulahan.
That is one hell of a... Wow. He's a fucking character actor, and they gave him like no lines in the entire movie. Damn.
Yeah, okay. But he carried it.
Knowing him, he probably did
made
it for
the most
fun.
of that.
Yeah.
Well, was he actually under the suit?
No. That was Ray Park.
Okay.
Really?
Huh.
Ray Park was the suit of the Headless Horseman?
Yep.
Huh.
Is he short?
So it's not just Snake Eyes then, huh?
Nope. Ray Park did a bunch of stuff in that time era. Darth Maul, Toad.
Yep. Toad.
But they never used his voice because I guess he's got a really high-pitched voice. So they always dubbed a different actor over his voice.
That's funny.
Toad from the X-Men movie?
Yeah. That's Ray Park.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Wow. I had no idea.
Darth Maul.
Damn. Wow. Okay. What about you, Mike?
So, like you, I was having a hard time thinking. And then it came to me, the classic Sala from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You're so right.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Such a great character.
Everybody loves Sala.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in the new movie as well, and it was like, yes, Sala's back. It's great.
That was is that John Rhys Davies?
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Played Gimli.
The mountain of the sea.
Asps, very dangerous. You go first.
So true.
Bad dates.
John Rhys Davies is actually pretty good in pretty much anything that I see him in. He was Gimli in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yep.
Although he apparently had a very interesting style to the fights. He did like to practice. So he just basically find out who's coming at me, and he'd pummel the stuntmen. You know,
Really?
yeah, pretty much. He just sort of improvised, and didn't really know how to do it. Like it wasn't choreographed.
Did that look real enough for you? Do you need another take? No. We got it, John.
I mean, honestly, like it kind of works for the character.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I was thinking about this, and I had one hell of a time. And kind of sticking to the theme of Transformers, I'm going to pick John Turturro. He played Agent Simmons in Transformers in the live action series.
Who?
That Sector 7 guy.
Oh, yeah.
The guy Bumblebee peed on.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He played the Jesus in
Oh, yes.
the Jesus in
Oh, yes.
The Big Lebowski.
Yep.
As a side
I always
note,
forget his name.
right now, if you guys turn on TBS, not you, the listeners, but you guys that are playing with me, if you turn on TBS, Transformers is actually on right now.
Really?
Oh, no
Yeah,
way.
I'm kind of like watching it on mute in the background here.
The first live action one?
Yeah, the first one.
See, even TBS knows what's up.
Yeah,
They know that the greatest
he
Transformers
seems to
RPG
be.
is played right now.
He seems to be a fun actor though to see. And I never remember his name though.
Yeah, he's got this kind of manic energy to him, which is kind of neat. He just kind of commands like everything around him, and it's kind of fun. You know, I can certainly see that it's not for everyone, but when he comes on screen, you really can't ignore him. You know,
No.
it's like, hey, is that John Turturro? Oh yeah, because it is. All right,
No
all right.
mistaking that. Hey,
No,
TBS and TBS executives, if you're listening, you owe us $1.
Because we're advertising something that happened 3 weeks ago.
It's their name on our lips in perpetuitum.
well, speaking of things that happened 3 weeks ago, we got a fight to get back to.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, we do.
All right.
Do you remember what happened at the end of last episode?
Yes, we
Adam?
won. We
It
won.
was so long ago.
Is it my turn yet? Is it my turn yet? That's all I want to know.
Listen, you gotta roll. Okay, you gotta roll something better than what the hell did you roll last time? 10? 12?
You got a 24. That's what he
Yeah,
got.
you gotta do better than that.
That's like,
All right.
like your potential for acrobatics is actually very high, right?
Yes, but roll 20 says no. You roll low.
As a matter of fact, I still see the two 24s on my screen.
I know.
Oh, yep, there they are.
Damn. My spiders are done. Wild Strike, you are up next. You just took a hit of like 26 or so to the face.
To the
Nyko was
face.
screaming the entire time.
All right, let's take him out, Nyko. I'm going to do
got this,
a
boss.
full attack on this one.
Keep the webs away from me, boss.
A 30 and a 21.
This is not one that has been reduced, so the 21 will not hit, but the 30 will.
All right, so the 30 hits for 26 sonic damage.
26. Okay. Nothing to laugh at. Good hit. Good hit, okay. Whittling him down here. Not as quickly as Carapace, but still good. Magnum,
All right.
what you gonna do?
So, what is Binding Sweet Spot exactly?
It is an electrified web of energy.
And do I have any idea what could negate it? Or can I do some sort of science check to do that?
Yeah, go ahead and do a... I think maybe mysticism.
Mysticism. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Alright. I got a 34 in mysticism.
Damn. You just gotta get the net off of him, effectively. It's like sticking to him. You just gotta either tear it apart or help lift it off of him. And what I'll give you for that is if someone wants to take an action to aid, you can aid and help out Sweet Spot in however way is appropriate for you. But yeah, pretty much it's not like an environmental effect or anything like that. It's effectively a spell-like ability, and he just has to make the save or make the action to get it off.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, I'll even tell you this, with that as high as you got on that one, I'll say that it's a DC 35 acrobatics or a DC 25 strength check to get out of it.
Can you even make that?
Good lord.
Maybe? Let me get a shot. Let me see what Roll20 thinks about me this week. And that is
the acrobatics.
A 34.
I mean, it's not your turn, but it was like, is that even possible? Which apparently it is, because you didn't roll a 20 to get that.
Right.
Can you save that 34 now?
That depends on what you're going to do, Magnum.
Well,
that was a 17, so you have a 20%, 15% chance of doing it.
Yeah.
All right. So Magnum will run towards Sweet Spot, but sort of down to the south so I can get a clear shot at the spider thing. I'll take a shot at the spider in the east.
Okay.
With the cannon here.
Spider in the east.
Spider in the east.
Sounds like a spy
18.
romance novel.
18 is a miss, even with the reduction.
Okay. So then he'll switch back to Pythagoras, and we'll go over to Sweet Spot and give him an Energon boost to his next saving throw. You get 3 points plus 3 on your next saving throw.
Next saving throw?
Or next roll d20, or whatever you choose to use it for. Whatever you choose to use it for.
I'll take it.
So that is my turn.
And that brings us back up to the top of the round. Carapace.
Okay. It's like only making one attack because they keep moving things bullshit. So I am going to stand up, go immediately into tank mode, which means that I can... not tank mode, blaster mode. And I can take one shot. And I will shoot the one that is right in front. I got the one that's attacking the Sweet Spot.
I'm going to give her a little bit of cover because Sweet Spot is between the two of you.
Sure. 29 without whatever, and then obviously whatever penalties for the cover.
Even with penalties, you still hit.
Good. That's how it's supposed to go. 10, 21 plus 10. So that's 31. Piercing damage.
31. Oof, that's a big hit. That's a big hit. I like it. I don't like it. Nope. Not a fan.
But now I'll become dangerous. So.
All right, Sweet Spot.
I believe in you.
I am going to attempt a bit of a maneuver here. It's going to default to acrobatics. But what I would like to do is start to transform into my race car form, but also apply the mass shift to start to grow a bit to give myself enough slack on the line to help break free.
Okay.
So any bonus that would also apply for that maneuver, I will apply at your discretion, of course.
You growing or shrinking?
Grow. If I try to shrink, it'll make the threads tighter, which I don't want. I want to grow to give them a little bit of slack so I have leverage to break free with the acrobatics. And then +3 from Magnum's aid. That right there is not great. Rolled a 13, so that ends up being a 30. Plus Magnum's 3 is 33, plus any applicable add-ons you'd like to do for that maneuver.
I will say that because you transformed and were doing a bunch of other things along with the action, I'll say it's a full action for you to do that, but you do manage to break free.
All right.
Woohoo! Okay, you are free, and spiders are right next to all of you. Let's start off with the easier one. Wild Strike, he's going to take some claws at you. You're going to take some claws.
Claws?
Yeah. You okay with the claw?
No, I don't like the claw.
Love the claw. Kiss the claw.
And yeah, let's go ahead and do a full attack on this one because this guy's the spider hasn't taken a whole lot from you, so I think we can deal with that. We can hit you twice. So swinging twice for a 34 and a 32.
The 34 will hit. 32 will not.
Okay. 28 slashy damage for you.
Okay.
And you know what? Let's go ahead and do a guarded step over to the side here, back away from this mess of Magnum, Sweet Spot, and Carapace. And I think, Magnum, I want you to make a fort save.
I got a 6.
You are pinned and staggered for 1 minute.
Oh, jeez.
Are you in your Magnum form or your Pythagoras form?
I'm in my Pythagoras form right now.
So you already figured out how to escape it. It's going to be DC 35 acrobatics or DC 25 strength. Because you aided someone else, I will allow the kind of same thing for you. If someone wants to take an action to help you and to help get you out, I will allow that. I will also say that if you want to if someone else takes a full action to get you out, we can do that as well. But at that point, they're taking up their entire turn to get you free.
Because I will have to take a full round action to make snow fall in the infernal regions before I'm ever going to be able to break out of this thing on my own.
Yep. Spiders are
Although
gone.
I'm a little robot right now, or maybe if I transform, just my head will be webbed. But his head is stuck to the ground.
Webhead.
Take your hat off and toss it out of the net.
Actually, is the hat attached?
Here, wear this Sweet Spot.
It's actually not a bad idea, actually.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wildstruck, you're next.
Alright, I'm going to boost Nyko and then attack. So 37 to hit.
Ooh, that's a hit.
25 sonic damage.
All right, good. Anything else for the strike?
No, that's it. It's a action to boost. So boost and then an attack.
Magnum. End of round, I think this is round 3.
Can I get the hat off, though? Even if I can't get myself off? Is Magnum considered paralyzed as well? Because he's a separate character. You're basically talking about there's actually 2 characters in that space. Presumably, you can only affect one character at a time with that ability?
That is correct.
He's an item, so that means I can theoretically throw the hat off me.
Let's see here. So, pinned is a tougher version of grapple. With grapple, you cannot move or take two-handed actions. It doesn't say you can't take a move action. So I am okay with
I can take a one-handed action.
Yeah, so you can take your hat off, and I think pass it through the net. That's not a problem. All the rest is mechanical penalties and pins. You cannot move. You're flat-footed. Take penalties, same as grappled, but it's -4. So yeah, nothing seems to indicate that you can't you can't take your hat off.
Take a move action, basically, as long as it's one-handed.
Right, exactly.
All right. So Pythagoras will take the hat off, throw it in the air over the spider, and Magda will transform into a full-size building over her.
Uh-oh. Spider?
And let nature take its course.
Okay. Well then.
See what happens when you allow anything at all?
Gotcha.
Sorry, Matt. It doesn't say in the rules you can do this.
Aw, okay.
All right, well, Magnum Hat is up in the air, transforms into a enormous building, and
Spider. Step on spider.
boom, falls right on the spider. Woohoo! I am gonna give the spider a save to get out of the way. As you should.
Yes, that one.
Let me give her a reflex save. And what I'll do is, I got a 31 on that save. That is pretty damn high. That's almost max. That was a 19. So she manages to skitter out to the edge, but she is still going to take some damage on the way. It does not kill her, but it does. You know what I'm going to do? Pat, remember Chrono Trigger?
Yeah.
You know those moves when like something giant falls, like a giant ball falls from the sky, reduces hit points by half?
Yep.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Wham.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, if she only had 5 hit points left, then I'd say boo. You know, but if it was like...
No, she definitely had more than 5 hit points.
It was like... in Final Fantasy, they called that Demi, right?
Depends which one you're looking at. I think F8 did it as like a 20%. But yeah.
Well, it was Demi level 1, Demi level 2, Demi level 3. One was 25%, one was 50%, one was 30%. 75%. So remember, as Yuffie, I would dual cast Demi level 3, so I would drop it 75%, and then that new total would be dropped by 75%, and then I would do slash all. Conformer.
Nice.
Yeah. Nerd.
Love it. Okay. Good. Yes. Yeah, you're a nerd. All right, Magnum, solid turn on that one.
All right. Well, that was fun. All right. Then one more thing. The turret will pop up. And one of my new toys will pop out, which I can miss at. And a gout of flame 30-foot cone will pop out at her.
You have a flamethrower, Magnum?
I got a flamethrower.
Do I get a save or is that an attack roll?
It's an attack roll, which means I can miss you easily. It's 21 to hit.
21 will hit on the first one, yes.
And 6 damage. Oh boy. Jeez.
Every little extra bit helps.
Doesn't matter how big a weapon I get. It does.
Covers the entire area in flames, so it's 5 damage. All right, top of the round.
End of my round.
Everything is in the way.
Wait.
What?
Wait. Can just take... You can only do move actions, right? You can't do standard actions, I assume.
It doesn't say you can't do standard actions. It's just you have to spend a standard action to try and escape. But yeah, nothing says you can't take a standard.
Okay. Well, then he will hit the spider that Wild Strike is fighting with the disaggregator gun. He has to make a DC 20 Fortitude save.
All right, fort save. Come on, fort save. This is good. Their save's pretty good here. Their save's pretty good. And I got a 26.
All right, you won. Now I'm done. You think you're stuck? You think I'm stuck here with you? Well, you're stuck out there with me.
Okay. I'm going to, just because I want this to end, I'm going to move up to here. And I'm going to punch a bitch. So, that is a... Okay, keep the dice on the table. 15, so that's a 25 to hit.
25 will hit that one, yes.
Beautiful. And...
You might be able to finish it off this round.
Yep, that's what I'm hoping. 20, so 29, 34 points of damage. And she is thrust 20 feet away.
Her corpse is thrust 20 feet away.
Thank goodness.
And I turn over and I get ready to aim my gun at the one fighting Wild Strike. And that would be me.
Sweet spot.
Doing my job, putting people down.
Well. What have we here? A free sweet spot.
A free one? I didn't even buy one.
I will move to that location, going around this big old gnarly looking tree that's probably trampled because Carapace had walked through there.
Yep.
And I will be doing... let's do melee. See if I can't get this thing to connect with just once. Alright, it's going to be this guy right here. Well, 20 says that will be a 24. And then with the flank, that would be a 26.
That is enough.
Alright, and that would be a 31 for damage. Yeehaw!
Ooh.
Wow.
Nice.
Curse Slash.
The spider does not look happy.
And I'll say, excuse me, do you have any Grey Poupon? Saw that in a commercial. I'll say over its shoulder to Wild Strike.
All right. Spider is going to take a guarded step back. Or say guarded step upwards into the northwest to put you right next to Sweet Spot, but not flanked by Wild Strike and Sweet Spot anymore.
Yet. You do realize he goes before it.
And let's go ahead and Sweet Spot, I want you to make another fort save, please.
Done. Oh, you actually want me to roll?
Yes, I do.
All right, I guess I'll take a roll here. Let's see where we are. Fort save, you say?
I said a fort save. As the spider's butt comes up.
No.
And
No. No, I rolled a 6. Oh. Actually, I rolled lower than a 6, but 6
And
is
you're
what I got.
webbed all over again. Oh, there's this gooey, energon, net, and just, covered, and you're covered in it, and you're stuck to the ground. Oh. And you're even in, the part of the river, too, so it's, trying to pull you away, but you're just still stuck to the ground. Floating in the river now.
Part of the river is starting to get dammed up around my legs. Oh. I'll use my finger. I'll waggle my finger at him to come a little closer. Obviously, he's not going to come close enough for me to hit him or anything, but when he does, I'll just say in low tones, I hate you.
You are going to be delicious, and you're a much meatier morsel than the little small ones.
Well, I think you forgot about one very important thing. And I'll point to Wild Strike. That guy.
Oh, he'll get his soon.
Will he, though?
All right, Wild Strike.
I think you've critically misjudged reality here, friend. Just say.
All right, Wild Strike.
Come around and fire on him. So now we're flanking again. I don't have a flanking buff.
Where did you come from?
It's a long story.
So 39 to attack.
That'll do it.
And I'll get the sneak attack damage because I'm flanking. So 29 sonic damage.
29. Whew. You get the sense the spider's not long for this world.
I hope so.
Magnum, you are a sticky mess. Or should I say, Pythagoras, you're a sticky mess. Magnum, you're just a building.
It's singularly even more immobile than usual.
Normally you're immobile by choice, you know.
I guess Magnum will transform into hat mode and land on Carapace's head. It's right next to each other.
All right.
What are you doing? Oh, it's awesome. You actually fit. Most hats, they don't fit me. I got this big ass head, except this one is stretchy. That's a reference that no one will get.
I'm afraid not.
Can't say I have.
No, it's okay.
Is readying a standard?
Yes. standard.
I will ready in action that when we get closer to Wild Strike and Sweet Spot to fire my barrier cannon. And Pythagoras can't do anything because they're out of line of sight at this point, so I think he's just stuck. I mean, I could roll a strength check or acrobatics, but I think I don't think actually it's possible for me to break out. Let's give an acrobatics just for the heck.
Oh, can I roll
6.
a perception check from before? I was supposed to, but I forgot about it. To notice where the little guy is. Fish face.
That's a fail there, Magnum. But you don't need to worry about it, Carapace, because it is your turn now, so you can go ahead and roll.
Oh, is it? Okay. That is a 29.
You can see that Fishface is actually in the tree directly to your west.
Okay.
A fish in a
and
tree.
if you want, it's a flying fish. If you'd like, you can make a sense motive check.
7.
The fish is up there. Fish is scared.
Well,
That's all.
fish is in a tree. Like I've heard so many things about this. I'm going to move. Can I get right there?
So my barrier cannon's going to go off. Let's see, barrier cannon. So, 27. Carapace, Sweet Spot, and Wild Strike get basically 18 temporary stamina points for 1 round.
That's cool.
As it creates temporary force fields around them. Basically, any damage dealt that comes off that first. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. I am going to attack it with my Atom.
Red Star Conqueror.
And let's see. Ooh, 18 on the die. That's 35.
35's a hit.
Okay. Let's roll 3d12. So that is 26 plus 10 is 36.
And that is one more dead spider.
Nice.
Swatter.
You have killed the spider.
This spider.
Spider corpse. Does nothing in particular at all.
Hey, I'm going to try and harness. I want to, harness that, trap thing that they just put out of their butts. That's pretty cool. By pretty cool, I mean freaking obnoxious.
Yeah.
Butt trap.
So Sweet Spot and Pythagoras are still stuck.
Yep. You can either wait it out, or the rest of you can help the two of you get free. You're out of combat. I'm not going to worry about any rolls or anything. So
Get me out now.
Come over and rip it off of one of them.
All right.
Hey, Fish Face. You okay in that tree over there?
Fishface hops down into the water.
That was a very impressive victory. Now that I see these things... yes, these were the things that attacked me. How did you handle them so quickly?
Well, we're strong.
And speed is life.
Practice.
But I've seen these things before, have I not?
Yep. These are the servants of the Fate Weavers.
Can we search them just to make sure that they don't have any, pieces of paper that say, Rosebud or something?
Right. Yeah, you can search them. You don't really find anything in particular. Magnum, if you want to harvest some Energon nodes, yep, you can. It's not a problem.
I'll get the
And
Energon
Carapace,
nodes.
if you want to scavenge some parts or scavenge some stuff for them for future abilities or anything that you aren't going to take, go ahead, feel free.
I will do that.
Does anybody have hit point damage?
No, I was not hurt. Are you going to eat that?
Well, yes, now that you offered. Do you mind if I partake?
Mm-hmm. Waste not, want not.
And Fishface will come over to the one near the water.
Could I perhaps get some assistance dragging this into the water?
All right. Give me a sec. Yes, sir.
No, he's doing this one.
Splash. What? Oh, that
one over here. Yeah.
Damn it. All right, I'll do the other one. There's too much water around here, man. Everything's in the water all the time.
I mean, I was going to do it, but I mean, you seem very determined.
Shove him in the water. Or what's
I'm just
left
going
of
to
him.
kind of look
after
around just to make sure there aren't any other, anything else lurking around. Like, I don't
Absolutely.
know. Like maybe this.
It'd be funny if this thing just comes up to it and its jaws open like magnet. If you just eats it one bite, chomp.
Yeah, you drag the
Megalorama.
corpse into the water a little bit, and Fishface transforms into a piranha bot and makes very short work of the arm of the spider there. Just it's
How many times?
it's a thing of beauty.
How long does it
Very
take to
efficient.
skeletonize a spider?
Oh, pretty quick. While Fishface is gorging himself on that, Carapace, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception check. Ooh, natural 20. That is a 34.
I perceive you.
Me and my boys gonna mess you up. I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Fuck.
Okay. With the din of combat done, and now that you can focus on other things around you, you notice that there is a big creature floating out in the middle of the lake. And you can plainly see that it is moving around, but it is not making any move to come to you, like come towards you.
Is it Transformer or just creature?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You can tell that it's a Transformer. Looks like a big, giant snapping turtle.
Well, turns out we're looking for... I mean, when you say giant, how giant are we talking about? Like the turtles in like the Never-Ending Story?
No, I mean, it's medium sized for a Transformer.
Oh, okay.
But that's still pretty fucking massive by Earth standards.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's like a robot. Are you Swampstone?
The turtle does not respond to you. Continues kind of swimming around.
I will speak to it in Scale Walker and say,
Oh.
are you Swampstone?
Give me a sense motive.
Right, off this. What? Jesus, natural 20. Holy crap. So that is a 24.
Yeah, you're fucking awful at this.
Yeah.
It does not respond to you, but with that 24, I'll give you that it doesn't seem like he's aware. Or, what's the word for it? Sapient? Like aware of one's own existence kind of thing?
Self-aware.
Sentient.
Interesting. So it is a beast.
Beast or an automaton?
And you can kind of just see him like swimming along in the pond here. You'll see him like grab onto a fish, eat a fish every now and again.
Okay.
But what you're seeing looks very animalistic.
Can I tell if it has an alt form?
Life science, if you'd like.
I will aid. I add 4.
45.
Nice. That's a very high number.
You're looking at its alt mode.
But I mean, it has a human mode. It has a bot mode.
Yes.
There's more than one mode.
Yep.
Of course, the beasts do. Like even the animals do, don't they? Sometimes, right? Like the sharkahunts do.
True. I know you're not getting a whole lot of information out of this one, but keep that number in mind if you need to ask any more questions, and I'll give you more. But yeah,
right.
you're looking at him right now, and it's clearly a Cybertronian or a Eucharan. He's clearly in his alt mode, and he certainly has a robot mode.
So given his given his species, he should be sapient.
Yeah.
All signs point to yes.
Something happened to him.
I'm gonna go walk out and see if I can get closer. Maybe there's something underwater that we just can't see.
Okay.
I technically don't have a form that has a swim speed, but I can swim as just like the physical act. So I will head on out unless you're going to stop me.
Give me a quick... actually, sorry. Everyone except Carapace can give me a perception check.
Okay. That's a 24 for me.
Good.
26.
Wildcard got a 20 and Nyko got a 27.
All good, solid numbers on this one. All right. When Carapace starts moving out into the lake, you notice that Fishface transforms and comes onto the shore in between the little swampy part of the river and the lake. And he's just watching, but he's watching very, very intently. Almost like he expects something to happen. And as you get close, Carapace, Swampstone attacks you.
Okay.
He is going to get a 20 on the hit. I imagine that's a miss for you, even in the water.
That's correct.
But yeah, he grabs onto your arm and tries to like bite into you, tries to kind of roll around and try to kind of bring you down. It does look like he's attacking you.
Okay. I'm, as of now, unfazed, so I'll kind of grab hold of his, like, shell collar, you know? And, like, so he's trying to bite my arm or whatever. I'm just going to kind of hold him and then just walk back to shore.
Okay.
I'm gonna basically go up to Fishface. It's all right. Come clean now. What's the matter? It's the two of you. He's not working correctly, is he?
You are very perceptive, Magnum.
Takes one to know one.
Let me ask you a question first. What is your intent with Swampstone? What do you want with him?
I want to ask him a favor.
Yeah, we're not out here hunting him.
Should he say no, will you honor his decision?
Yes, but I could be very convincing.
Fishface will go around to the other side of you and kind of put his hand on Swampstone's head, and Swampstone will immediately calm down, and he releases his jaw from your arm. Are you gonna let him go?
I am.
Fishface kind of just gets close and says,
It's all right. I don't think these bots mean us any harm.
Fishface will climb on top of Swampstone, and the two will transform, and Fishface becomes Swampstone's head. And we'll see you next time.
All right, you got us.
Rel.
From the Secret Files of Teletran 1, Empire of Rust is written and GM'd by Michael Ordway. Detective Magnum and his partner Pythagoras are played by Matthew G. Ambassador Sweetspot, Councilman of Velocitron, is played by Adam H.U. The Decepticon Target Master, Wildstrike, and his partner Nyko are played by Mike M. And Carapace, the Beast Warrior of Primitive Eucharis, is played by Patrick Finn. Additional characters are played by Michael Ordway, Brandon Ouellette, and Charlotte Chapman. Outro narration by Derek Bixby. Empire of Rust is supported by the humans and networks of planet Earth, whose online networks provide access to libraries of sound effects and music such as Storyblocks, Zasplat, Blue Zone, Pixabay, Paper Yellow Music, and Dark Fantasy Studios. We are distributed by the Transmissions Podcast Network. Stay up to date with all the latest news and reviews in the world of the Transformers by going to transmissionspodcast.com or searching the Transmissions wherever you get podcasts. You can communicate with the heroes of Cybertron by joining us on the Transmissions Discord channel. There you can discuss episodes, talk to the cast, and download the rule set used in Empire of Rust. Teletran 1, signing off.